Well, Fort Jennings is a place to head because Fort Fest is coming up, and they've got a lot of activities for every age. And joining us today to tell us all about it and highlight some of the events, we have Jason Groothausen. Thanks for coming today.
Thanks, Holly. Appreciate it. Just wanted to appreciate the opportunity and wanted just to kind of highlight what we do for Fort Fest and Fort Jennings. You know, Fort Jennings was a very hot spot for the War of 1812. And it was, you know, that's obviously what the name of the town's named after, but
Right.
the festival is August 16th through the 18th, with most of the events being on that Friday and Saturday. We kick it off on Friday. We do a motorcycle escort. They meet in Beaver Dam at the Speedway at 4 o'clock, wheels up at 4 o'clock, or kickstands up as they call it in the motorcycle, at 4 o'clock, and then they'll take a path through Kalida, Ottoville, the back roads to Delphus, and then they'll come into Fort Jennings where they're welcomed by all the people in Fort Jennings holding up flags, etc. So
Nice.
we start that off on the Friday night, and then we moved the car show. The car show used to be on Friday evening. We moved that to Saturday now to allow more motorcycles to come in and things of that nature. But you know, we put a lot of pride into Fort Fest, a lot of man hours, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but it's something that we enjoy doing. It's given back to all the veterans, the past, present, and the future of what some of them gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Right, that's kind of some of the highlights. I mean, you have a lot of events that center around military. I mean, people can raise awareness about some of the stuff that happens to honor the military. So that's really important to you guys, that background there?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we have a lot, Fort Jennings and surrounding areas, heavily involved in the military. So, we do the Huey 369 group out of Indiana, and they actually have their aircraft flew in Vietnam. So what they do is they raise money to fix these aircrafts up and fly them. And some of the pilots that are flying at Fort Fest actually flew in Vietnam. And some of them will give you the ride of your life. If, a lot of people are, a little skeptical of getting in these helicopters, but what they do is they use their money to fix up the aircraft. So it's $125 per flight, and that gets you a year-long membership to their organization. And then we also do the Gold Star Tributes Wall, which is a tribute to all the military from the Gulf War through the Iraq War and Afghanistan War. So it's all of them that gave the ultimate sacrifice. Mm-hmm. So that's our, he's out of Georgia. So we're glad to have him up here for the second time this year.
There's also like the POWMA wall. I mean, so many things to watch, but also then you've got other things going on, right? I mean, there's entertainment, there's food. So you kind of are just a well-rounded festival. Yeah,
we do a little bit of everything. So we have entertainment. We have on Friday night, we have a local band in Fort Jennings that kicks things off called Hollywood Strip. And then we have the Wet Bandits as our closing band on Friday night. They're out of Columbus, Ohio. Then on Saturday during the afternoon, after our poker run, our golf cart poker run, we lead into the Trophy Husbands band from Clyde, Ohio. And then we end the night with the world famous duck races, the Lions duck races. And then during the duck races, we'll have some Nashville artists, Kristen Kelly, Kyle Mercer, and Tim Baumgartner that'll play during and after the duck races go through.
Obviously, it's 3 full days of events, and then you can come all 3 days and do something different because there's so much to do, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest day is obviously Saturday. Sunday, things start winding down a little bit where it's just at the park on Sunday. So we have the Hueys flying. Most of the reenactors and the guys that travel in are usually packed up, ready to go at 10 o'clock. And I failed to mention, too, we also on Sunday, we also have a Veterans Mass at the church where all veterans are, encouraged to participate. It's just a little thank you to them and
right.
as well. And one thing on Saturday is we do with the Huey 369 group is at 4 o'clock on Saturday, we have an 1812 skirmish reenactment. And then at 4:30, we actually do a Vietnam reenactment where they do just like the casualties, picking up the casualties and watching the air. And then at 4:30, this is new, we're going to be doing a MASH post-battle casualty scenario where they're going to pick up, the wounded and fly them out and kind of do a thing with them as well.
A lot is happening. Check out their website. Jason, thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, don't go away. First Edition continues in a moment.